cracked the code to a very, very wealthy, unscheduled life. It's the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, and I'm sitting here in bed in a robe because I don't have anywhere to be or anything to do. And that's pretty much how every single day looks like for me. And because I've found the literal cheat code to life. That's because I am pretty much the queen of outsourcing, meaning like I pay everybody else to do all of my work for me. I'm in the B/I categories of the 4 quadrants of income. So if you're not familiar with the 4 quadrants of income, this is what it looks like. Employee, self-employed, business owner, and then investor. And the majority of people are in the employee category, right? Where they are actively trading their time for money and they have a very fixed income that is capped. And so now they will never be able to have a freedom type of wealthy lifestyle because they are constantly trading their time for money and they have a capped income, meaning they can't make enough to, not have to trade their time for money. And so the really smart people get out of the employee sector, right? And they move on to self-employed, where they take either the skills that they already have, learn new skills. For example, for me, when I moved into self-employment stage, I offered the skills that I learned totally online because I don't have a degree, meta ads, TikTok ads, and email marketing. And I started to be self-employed and I started to make a lot more money, but I was still trading my time for money. So I could make way more because I didn't have a capped income, but I was still trading my time for money, meaning I did not have a wealthy, unscheduled life. And also, if you didn't know, employee and self-employed are taxed the absolute most. So not only do you work the most, but you're also paying the most in taxes, okay? So that's employee category is obviously the worst. And then once you're starting to make enough money, that's when you can start outsourcing. That's when you can start paying other people to do the work. And that's when you move to business owner, right? And that's kind of where I am teetering on investor side, right? Because now I have a business where I pay other people to do the work. And so I can sit back, relax, and delegate when needed. So now I'm no longer exchanging my time for money and I don't have a capped income, okay? I have people that are exchanging their time for money. I've already done that. I've already moved up and moved along, right? So my employees, the people that work for me, can also do the same. And so now this is when I'm starting to build wealth to be able to become an investor. And this is where you're really sitting pretty and have a really fulfilled, unscheduled, wealthy life. Because an employee and self-employed, you can contribute to like your 401k, your retirement, right? But you still have to wait and work like 40 years of your life to only retire on a very small fixed income that you've been paying into your entire life. And for me, I probably only need to work a couple more years and then I can just live off of my investment. And I'm going to tell you guys right now that I am nobody special, right? I don't have a college degree. I'm a C average student. And I just knew that there wasn't like going to school and getting a 9-to-5 job wasn't the only route to success. And it was actually the route to make you force yourself to trade time for money and to pay the most in taxes and then to work yourself to death, essentially. And of course, I didn't come up with the 4 quadrants of income. I think I saw it in either Rich Dad, Poor Dad or the 4-Hour Work Week. And so this is how you're going to be able to do the same thing that I did to get to where I am to have this cheat code to life. So number 1, you're going to take a digital trade, right? And this can be a trade that you already know, or you could learn a digital trade. For example, again, I offer meta advertising, TikTok advertising, and email marketing. I have clients, I run those for them, and they pay a shit ton. That's why I have those 3 as my skills and the services that I offer. But there are plenty of trades: graphic design, SEO, copywriting, website development, even bookkeeping, right? Those are all things that you can offer. Once you've learned that, then you got to go out there and book clients, right? This is how you're going to get to self-employed level, where you're not depending on your job to give you the money. You're going to go out there and find clients who need those services, businesses that need those services, and get them on board. Now, once you have some clients, you're able to then start outsourcing the work. And that's where you become the business owner, right? Because now you're just in charge of operations, quality control, and bringing in more money, more clients, more money. And now that you're outsourcing the work, you're sitting pretty nice. But you're still not just living off of your wealth. But you'll be able to generate a lot more wealth because you're focused on bringing in more money and having other people do the tedious tasks that would normally take up all of your time. And so you can build that wealth to then put into some investments. And then in a couple of years, you can simply live off of your investments. It's the 100% cheat code to life. And they're not going to teach you this in school. So listen up to it here and save this for later so that you can remember this is how you accomplish a very, very wealthy, unscheduled life.